New tonight, police say security guards killed this DeKalb County teen.
One of them shot and one ran over him.
His distraught mother is asking tough questions about her son's death. CBS Atlanta's Bernard Watson joining us live at DeKalb County Police Headquarters with the story. Bernard? CBS Atlanta gets action for a mother who says her 7-year-old son was sexually assaulted by another student at school. The new developments unfolding tonight. New tonight, family and friends find comfort in giving back after losing their loved one in a tragic incident. 30-year-old Michelle Trojanowski of Atlanta went on a camping excursion on Mount Rainier in Washington State in January and remains missing. Officials presume she is dead. Well, today her family and friends gathered at Atlantic Station in Midtown to donate her clothing to teen girls in need. New tonight, the U.S. will pay $50,000 for each Afghan civilian reportedly killed by a U.S. soldier earlier this month. 16 villagers died in the March 11th rampage. U.S. Army Staff Sergeant Robert Bales, that's him right there, he is currently in a U.S. military prison awaiting trial. The government also paid out $11,000 to those wounded during the rampage. Happening tomorrow, one organization plans to flip the script on state lawmakers when it comes to a proposal to drug test welfare recipients. Better Georgia will challenge Governor Deal and other supporters of that bill to take a drug test of their own. The group will hand-deliver 237 drug specimen cups. Also tomorrow, the Supreme Court will argue over the constitutionality of President Obama's health care reform law. Right now, people are camped out in Washington, D.C., hoping to get a seat. Those lines right there, they began forming Friday. The hearings are expected to last through Wednesday. Well, back here in Georgia, people can now buy alcohol on Sundays throughout Henry County. Cities like Stockbridge, Hampton, and Locust Grove began today. McDonough started back on the 1st of the year. Well, today we visited PBC South Liquor Store in Locust Grove, where they say they saw a steady flow of customers. Happening right now, a busy Atlanta road. Good news, it is back open. Ponce de Leon Avenue at Beltline Ridge between Ponce de Leon Place and the Midtown Place Shopping Center closed for part of the weekend. That's because crews lifted up a railroad bridge to help turn it into part of the Beltline Trail, which will connect parks and neighborhoods. Well, right now, gas prices keep climbing. They are up 11 cents in just 2 weeks. Right now, the national average is creeping pretty close to that $4 mark for regular. Drivers nationally are paying around $3.89, $3.78 here in Metro Atlanta. Well, tonight, some new video you just gotta see. Wow, check that out. That is crazy, isn't it? It took only 15 seconds for the Amway Arena in Orlando, Florida to just turn into rubble. You can hear the people cheering there as the building came crashing down. One person was actually hit by some of that debris, but thankfully that injury was not considered serious. New tonight, director James Cameron goes deep into the unknown. The Titanic and Avatar director has taken a submarine to the very deepest spot on Earth. It's called the Mariana Trench. It is 200 miles southwest of the Pacific island of Guam. Cameron is one of only 2 others who have ever made that trip. He tweeted shortly after, "Hitting bottom has never felt so good."
Now, tomorrow morning's forecast in the first 5 minutes.
And Paul, I don't know about you, but I think I'm sticking to land, especially with the beautiful weather we've been seeing. Sounds good, Paul. Well, happening tomorrow, supporters of Trayvon Martin plan to rally at the Georgia State House in downtown Atlanta. They want to urge lawmakers to repeal a Georgia law that allows people to use deadly force rather than retreat during a fight. That is the same kind of law in Florida that has kept police there from arresting a neighborhood watch volunteer who shot and killed an unarmed 17-year-old. Well, right now, people across the country are continuing to protest this case. Here in Maryland at this church, members wore their hoodies in support of the murdered teen. That is what he had on the night he was killed. And in Nashville, these protesters gathered at Bicentennial Mall with their hoodies and signs. They're also pleading for justice in this case. Back here at home, members of the Soul Factory Church in Stone Mountain also wore hoodies. They say they want to take a stand as well. Atlanta's historic Ebenezer Baptist Church also declared today as Hoodie Sunday. CBS Atlanta's Adam Murphy was there and has more on the moving service, all new tonight. And you can watch our one-on-one interview with Ebenezer's pastor in full. It's on our website, cbsatlanta.com. Just click on top videos. Well, we are the first station to report an alleged sexual assault between students at a Henry County elementary school. Now, CBS Atlanta gets action. Sonia Mogi joins us with the details. Developing right now.
He had lost weight, he had the sunken eyes, he was tired, he was, like Boyd said, he was just a completely different person.
A New York family wants to educate others on helping soldiers with mental illness when they return home. They say their son came back from Iraq depressed. They believe he suffered post-traumatic stress disorder. He died from an accidental prescription drug overdose. Well, they have now created battlesaint.com to educate families on how to help. On Facebook, we're asking, does the government do enough to help soldiers with these type of disorders? Goldie says they never did, and I doubt they ever will. Julie writes, I have a close friend who did several tours overseas in the last several years. That soldier came back with PTSD, and it was dismissed and often would be looked down upon if he admitted something was going on. Want to leave your comment or to read the others? Go to cbsatlanta.com. Look for the link to our Facebook page under social tools. New tonight, engineering students in California gear up for a Shell Eco Marathon. Today was the final day of testing for the team's 2012 prototype that gets about 3,000 miles to the gallon. Patty Piper has more on their preparations. Can you imagine one of those on the downtown connector? Wow. Well, that was Patty Piper reporting. Now, the Super Mileage team has some advice for you to get better gas mileage. Weight, of course, has a lot to do with fuel efficiency, but so does a lead foot. The team says lighten up on the gas pedal, coast more often, and put your car in neutral if you're waiting at a light. As part of our Fit Kids, Fit Families campaign, CBS Atlanta will participate in a roundtable discussion on childhood obesity. You can join us Wednesday at 10:30 at Emory University's Miller Ward Alumni House. We'll be talking about access to healthy, affordable food. It is free and open to the public. For more information, go to cbsatlanta.com, click on Fit Kids under the Better Health tab, and then just scroll down to the events calendar.